Happy birthday, Χρόνια, Πολλά, Las Vegas. It is in Las Vegas's 121st birthday, May 16th, 2026 at 7:36 p.m. right here in Las Vegas. This will not let me, render with different chords or anything on all the different ways. And of course, I can't get iCloud. So let's see if this works, how it works. I don't want to break my wrists or anything.
It is the city of Las Vegas's 121st birthday. Next year, we'll find alive, and all of these people are not in,
Oh, shoot.
Right now, for less than 6 hours, it is the city of Las Vegas's 121st birthday. Next year, we'll find alive, and all of these people are not in, prison for what they're doing to myself and my animals, copying everything and more. But I've touched upon that briefly. It will be the 122nd birthday, 122, just like my birthday, 122/79, 1979, for Las Vegas. We're fabulous, we're fresh, we're moist, we're nutritious. We've got nails that look like mine. Now, not exactly with the shape, diameter, width, depth. I mean, we have just so much going on here. Water, boiling water, good water, RTC, good drivers, bad drivers, everything. Want to go to the Turkish pop-up? Well, let's see. It's Mediterranean, halal, kosher, falafel, and everything else. Sorry. Really. And I am healthily scared of police. It's not funny at all. What was I talking about? Everything. I watch every single thing I do. I can't even go to the bathroom. And it's true. Do you like my weight gain? My hair isn't having an off day, but then sometimes, if you know about this stuff, my hair looks so bad. It looks good on the video for TV because we're all so perfect, right? And I love pink and purple combination since I was little. Χρόνια, Πολλά, Las Vegas, 2026, Love Maria Athens Live. Reporting on the 121st birthday of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the one and only, I'm Maria Athens Live. Χρόνια, Πολλά, Las Vegas. Happy birthday. Love, happy Athens, Agape Athens, Kalamata Gatula Athens, and Maria Athens. And I'm not making a joke. I would love to go to Mexico right now if I had my service animals. The water's better, the food's better, the topography's better, the Coca-Colas in a glass bottle are better, everything. But I can't just pack up and go there and stay longer than my welcome. Now, let's see. I'm going to get on this, too. I want to check. So, of course, they're all on there. So, the last time I was on there is because I was 89 to 91 pounds for about 2.5 years. I didn't even notice, or a year and a half. No, I don't know. I have that all written in my notes. And the last time I was on this, it said 108, and then it dropped down to 102. But you take off about 3 to 5 pounds for clothes. Let's check it out. I don't even want to lose this. It wouldn't be worth it. So let's see here. I don't know. So. No, it says you have to get on here better. And I've eaten at this heart attack grill. With Happy. But they wouldn't let me use the bathroom without it. 111. I'm not 115. But maybe that's leaning on it. I'm not that big. Because I'm short. You know, we all carry weight different. I know I'm not that much. It's better than before, really. Seriously. 115. Let me check. That's probably right. -5 for clothes and glasses. That's pretty good. Seriously. Because my mother, father, and I all carry weight here, and people are making fun of, you're calling me a skinny bitch, right? Or they're saying, am I pregnant from the side? You know, alcoholism lifelong was enough for me, and I have actually 4 lifelong, disabilities: lifelong recovered alcoholism, trauma and stress by Scott Centers, and Bell's palsy. And you get it because you can see it in my job. and it went away almost completely. And it looked really bad. And I still worked for this. It wasn't fake because I love TV news. And he wouldn't get my medicine for me for 2 days. And I asked him to drive me to get my Botox for it and steroids legally because I was scared to drive. Could I have made it? Probably. And he yelled at me super bad in a lobby, and everybody heard him. I would like to give my utmost respects and thanks and gratitude and thankfulness to two specific LVMPD male police officers. Now, their last name will remain anonymous. One of them I met right over here on our Veterans Day Parade. That was January 19th, 26th. And I asked him about Lil Randall. And I said something along the lines of, do you think I'm going to get Lil Randall back or my baby? You know, what if he had gotten decapitated? Because there is a wire in his head. And he said off the record that he thought I would get Lil Randall back. And then I saw an LVMPD police officer securing our Nike outlet right here at the North Las Vegas Outlet Mall. And I won't give his last name out, but it was good. And he was really nice. And I talked to him for a long time, and they were being really, really violent and mean to me at the Nike store. And if he hadn't checked the phone number, I don't think I would have Lil Randall back. And now Lil Randall and I have been together, well, a month and 2 days because he came back April 16, 2026, right before noon. And I love him so much. And I do sleep better with Lil Randall. Okay, but I don't need to sleep with Lil Randall. I don't have to. And it's a joke, kind of. I don't do anything weird with toys or anything like that. But it would be hard to be waking up without Lil Randall there. But I don't have to hold him all the time. Ask Maxine Gaines or anyone else. It's not like when I'm watching TV or working. He's usually at ROTC and on the weekends for extra credit. Bees and bros, EDC is that way. Now, I'm not making fun of EDC at all, but it must be taxing on our good LVMPD and good private security. Rave on. You can get your fentanyl tested in whatever, at least at the Westgate this year, aka the old Hilton, across the street from my neighborhood. Happy Saturday, LVMPD police officer Male Garrett and others. Very funny. Do you like my new look? I mean, my real look of longer hair, glasses medically needed, and my proper weight gain? But you always have that war story to say that you handcuffed Maria Athens. Good job. I'm glad I was wearing pants. Brown leggings, right? And all those things you did. All those things you did. You lectured me about having Scott Centers expired credit card Wells Fargo. I didn't pack that up. And like I wasn't using Scott Centers for money, as we know. Like I would ever even ask Scott Centers for money or use anybody's expired card or real card. And then you didn't want to get my driver's license out of my disgusting, I guess, pink wallet and said, what are you doing? You look homeless. Why do you have this backpack full of papers? And where do you live? And I said where I was renting. Where are you going? I said the grocery store. Which way are you going? He could stop traffic for me. That's on Joe W. Brown. It's 25 miles an hour. I have never gone over 30. Okay, sometimes, we're all human. Sometimes when I see if I'm going 32 or something, I slow down to 30. Yeah, that's me. No music, some music, broken or not broken. And that happened on a Saturday. Just down there. Is this a good one or a bad one? Foundation, Metropolitan Las Vegas Police. Do the good ones get a raise? I mean, the police officers. And in New Jersey, I never had one. No, somebody to give me one. I never used it or anything. I don't even know about that stuff. Okay, they have those get out of jail free cards. They're called PILB or something. That police officers, I guess the shady ones, give people. And I worked for a man that I won't say who, a Greek, in a restaurant, and he drunk drove every night almost like 60 or 70 miles to I think Rudolph or Randolph, New Jersey, and used them all the time. Fresh food, right? And I didn't even know about that stuff then, and I still don't. But there was money laundering going on in there. And they had a creepy family. A creepy family. And some of the family members latched onto me pretty bad. Pretty bad. Is this a good one or a bad one? And in the words of our illegal mayor, one of her latest pressers, I'll keep it in my neck of the woods, right? Because she copies everything I do say here, stole so much from me, at least medically, with her team. This is Las Vegas, don't drink and drive. And then talking to Anonymous, I think a really good, multimedia journalist. You look tangled, I'm here. It wasn't Telemundo. You're either good or you're good, right? I found my outdoor gym, which I've been saying really my whole life, right? Very funny. And now I'll never see the world
Can't even do a pull-up.
I'm not perverted.
Should I learn?
How are you?
This can be used as a weapon, people say, right? Nice fake eye patch, Scott Centers. At least in October of 2020. Or was that September? In Anchorage, Alaska. He said he lived here. He'd come here for the weekends and he'd show up Monday morning in his suit with his eye patch on, straight from the Regency Towers, or so
I'm
he
making all
said.
these videos, but illegally they're on my computer and phone, and the good ones will never let me upload or render them on my computer. So I'm gonna make another one. If I Google Scott Centers and I see what he's doing now, there is a part of me that wants to cry, and sometimes I tear up. How could he have done all this? And I'm not gonna cry now, I'm not, because I have secrets at home. How could he have done all this for over 11 years? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? And then I somber up real fast, and I think about how I'm doing, right? 11 counting years later, and I haven't seen my service animals, the ones that are alive, since July, and it's mid-May. Χρόνια, Πολλά, happy birthday, Las Vegas. 121 years young and all of their stuff. Hashtag Vegas strong. Vegas strong. Looking at that with their phone. Don't be on the phone driving one of our AMR ambulances right here in Las Vegas.
According to the internet, because I wasn't here, I was in Alaska, that was the largest mass shooting we've ever had in the United States history and the history of our country, right? And they were on the phone recording me, going like this. And like I was saying, there's good ambulance drivers, obviously. Should I repeat myself again?
It's about 7 o'clock in Las Vegas, and indeed I'm stopping traffic. I can tell in body language now, that driver is not a good one. At RTC, look at these people. And he's not going, you can go. He can go, but that's not one that they sit at for 5 minutes. Go, baby. How's my driving? 702-228 ride.
I believe in God and good Greeks, don't worry.
I got your serial number. Well, obviously this is my turf, and of course this is Las Vegas, and Stuart here, and who knew? Agape and I will roll down here, going to AA meetings at the Side Club Inn, we're taking a walk, and there's just so much going on. Well, that was my 7-Eleven. Of course, Abby and I went there every day almost, and I got a coffee, and when Scott Centers was being really extremely mean, when was that? That was, well, not last year, 2024. He didn't come home for Christmas. He was so mean to us, and I primarily walked down here.
Don't worry, Colorado was home alone with Agape.
And I was, if I wasn't working, I was down here with Happy and getting coffees in there, and that 7-Eleven did me wrong too. Talking about, oh, the owner's Persian and Iranian and all of this stuff, and that one woman that was my age and all of the things they were doing. And then I got charges on my Wells Fargo card from them, and I was adding up too because last summer I noticed, and I'm not cheap or anything, not even frugal. No, but I do watch my money, you know, and okay, yes, I'll buy myself a purse like once a year or whatever, but I plan for it. You know, I just don't, and I could have asked Scott
Lil Randall's more important.
back, but I just wouldn't do
Right,
that.
then again.
And he also could have gotten me one, because he knows what I like, right, the whole thing. But I'm not passive aggressive either. I just am not like that. So down here, and then of course there's that lives in Ogden, that she's on our board but doesn't live there, but her gross sure do, and then, oh, you look so cute, and then would be like, do you want a beer at the pool? When before I was sober, I'm like, I'm good, if I want to drink, I'll drink. And then I guess he worked at, I think, one of the stores right here at the Las Vegas Mall, looking at me in the elevator, really weird for the last walk. I guess since KPVM or whatever. So I just don't fit their narrative. And when am I going to start crying because I don't have Happy? Those days are over right now. It's not going to get him back any sooner. And perception is reality. I'm doing way better. And I am. right? And I said, and there's good ambulance drivers too. It's not the good ambulance driver's fault. The motto is Vegas Strong hashtag. And they're not coming for me. And like I said before, I always thought to live in the steward arms of Scott Centers, and I didn't work out. I did. But I was so abused, I was never going to leave. I wasn't. Ask anyone who knows me. And I love my condo. And many times I loved him so much, I would be relieved when he left because it was so abusive in my ears everywhere. It was everywhere. And then I'd be so worried he would die on the airplane. And then I let go. Through to the good part of AA too. What are you going to do? My final main point of the evening, I think, as of right now, I'm not one of those people that because I don't drink again, ever again, or in the sober community, which I'll always be, that I always have to have liquid in my hand. I'm not one of those. But it might have appeared like I was, because I would make myself, well, I guess an American-made iced Nescafe in a water bottle or water, but then again, it was hot here. I'm just not one of those people. And I've been saying for a couple of years, not because, once again, I'm in the sober community for recovered lifelong alcoholism, but I'm so sick right now of water and coffee. I just am. Not water, but not because I want to drink. I slammed it. Well, I won't mention any names. My ex-best friend, one of them, and well, not that many, but I will never be friends with them again. So I sent her, I talked to her briefly after a couple of years, I sent her my KPVM television story. That's real, based on facts. The Regency Towers undergoes first reported auto theft. And you know what she said about Maxine Gaines? Oh, she looks so cute, like one of our little yayas dressed up. First of all, my yaya wasn't so cute. She was beautiful, not like that. And no, she's not dressed up like a sweet little grandmother at all.
I think one's missing. Let me check. Indeed, the first one's missing, which the reason I want to play it is because when I first got in here and when I was staying in all those hotels and motels, my glasses, those Ray-Bans, would curl up on the sides due to metal and stuff and be crooked and all of that I've showcased earlier. So this happened today, of course.
According to the internet, it is the city of Las Vegas's 121st
I'm just going to put this at the end.
And my watch, well, it's Gucci. And
I walked about an hour and 15 minutes.
I bought it right here at the North Las Vegas Outlet Mall. I think in 2019. Paid for it myself, obviously. And it was a Memorial Day sale, so it was under $500. Now, I love it because it's, well, dual tone. It is white and gold, but probably fake, of course. Now it's saying it's 12. Is that midnight, AM, or PM, or noon? So, and I take it off at night. Now, I've always liked to wear a watch, and my grandmother, my wealthier one, she gave me, or gifted me, a fake Gucci watch that she got in New York City when she took the bus there with her best friend, Patricia. Now, my grandmother, Mildred, she didn't like anybody really but myself and Patricia. So, but the second hand is moving.
That was at 5:59 p.m. and I got back here at 7:09, so that's good. I'm glad I went out and got fresh air and more.
Birthday.